Welcome to our July kickoff.
Welcome to the July Virtual Distance Challenge. Drew, are you as excited about this as I am?
Yes.
So if you're new here, my name's Nathan Freeberg, and the person in the shed is...
I'm Drew. That's my name.
And we are the founders of the Oregon Brewery Running Series. I'm in a closet. I have converted literally a 2.5 by, 8-foot long closet into my workspace because that's what we got to do.
And I am in my shed that I have converted into my workspace.
So Drew
with a really comfy leather chair.
But welcome to the July Challenge. I'm excited to kick this off. I say that in all sincerity. Last month, Drew and I did a podcast on picking a goal. Last month, we were very intentional about helping all of you choose a goal. So before we jump into July, Drew, how did your June 60-mile goal turn out?
Oh, well, you know what? June was an epic failure. May was great.
Oh.
June was bad.
What happened to June?
You are a month behind. It was May that we helped everyone pick goals.
You're right. Time has no meaning anymore.
60. I picked 60 goals. I nailed 60 miles in June.
Okay.
In May. June became a much different beast. And so I would say one of the things that I'm trying to figure out is how do you... our rhythm is even more... school is out officially, both as teachers and kids.
Right.
How do you find a regular rhythm when you have so much free time that you don't know what to do with yourself? And
Wait a minute.
It was an epic fail.
Come on, that means that's all the more time to get out and be active.
You would think that would be the way that it would roll. But it was funny, just not having even the rhythm of regular Zoom meetings. I found it really hard. So I would say June was rugged. So
okay, well,
there you go.
It's okay. It happens. Before we kick off, so thank you for being vulnerable.
I didn't earn my award. I did not hit my percentages in any way, shape, or form.
Well, it's a good thing that they all just got shipped to your house because
if I were mailing myself rewards, I would get the participation trophy.
That's
I would
the nice participation ribbon. That's right. Yeah. Well, Drew may not have done that great of a job in June, but you still did something, so that's good. But we had 127 participants who ran, and I don't know, this is as up to date as you have all submitted this, but we had 9,998 total miles of running and walking. I'm really hoping there's one person that hasn't synced it yet.
I haven't, so I will push us over the 10,000.
Awesome. That's what I was hoping for. Get this. This I don't know if this number is more impressive, but we have run a total of 2,228 hours of activity, running and walking, which is 92 days. If I did that math right.
That's impressive. Well, we had one person who accidentally drove in their car? Is that skewing our numbers in any way, shape, or form?
That individual fixed it.
Okay. Because I think she ran 400 miles in 40 hours or something.
It was impressive.
Like that.
But here's another number. We had 100. So what we did was we asked people to pick a goal and then work their keisters off to hit that number. And so we averaged 105% of goal progress, which means that a bunch of people ran or walked over their goal, which is pretty exciting. One person here at the top of our list, Cheryl Rayburn, 220% of her goal. She did 330.69 miles, which is impressive.
That is impressive.
That's
sounds like she needs to set a higher goal.
I think so. That's 11 miles a day. That's awesome. Cheryl, congratulations for that.
You are a rock star.
Do you want to show her what she gets? You've got one of the things.
This. This is one thing. You get this pretty slick little hat.
It's a trucker hat. It's got a cool leather patch.
Yep. And then I don't know if you was she a VIP?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
It's okay, but since we're here, we'll show you. If you ordered a tank top, the tank tops are in.
Which are pretty cool. Life is beautiful. We asked everybody to look for the beautiful moments around them, and we got a lot of really cool submissions both on social media, and then last week during our virtual happy hour we had some folks share, and it was just lovely. I was encouraged and inspired, and I know I've really had some cool moments. Drew, have you seen or
I
experienced
know
any?
that it was fun to wake up this morning and see Sal's video again. Like that
Yeah.
was pretty fantastic.
And I think all
Um,
there's like little stuff like that that you just, I don't know, maybe in this weird time that we're in, it's just like every little thing you grasp onto perhaps a little more.
yeah, so I mean, I would say this: like the 2 miles that I will submit it was not a run, but it was a wonderful walk on the beach. We got to spend some time in Gearhart this past weekend, and it was just great. Like we went for a nice long walk with the family, had a little fire on the beach, and know that definitely got to slow down and appreciate the beauty around us at that point. It was great. So
That's wonderful. I've had many moments like that as well. So Drew, it's July. Today's July 1st.
July 1.
I'm wondering if you can summarize what is the Oregon July Virtual Distance Challenge?
So basically, the idea here is we just want to encourage you to get active as any way possible. You can run, you can walk, you can hike, you can crawl. You can do basically anything to get active, and encourage you to set a goal. Find something that you think is reasonable related to miles, walking, hiking, and by reasonable in a way where it's going to push you to do a little bit more than you might normally do.
That's right. Yeah.
And then if you do that, like if you hit your goal, you're going to earn some cool stuff from us. So we've got like we want to try and encourage you. Not only do we encourage you by some cool stuff, but we also have weekly happy hours on Saturdays where we hang out and we talk about some of the stuff that we've done. We get to hear about ways that we've been active, ways that we've also seen beauty around us. And we also get to hear ways that we're giving back. So we typically try and talk about the ways that as we are participating in the challenge, one of the things that we want to do is encourage people to give back. And so we're participating by supporting some nonprofits that I'm sure we'll talk about more in a little bit.
Thank you. That's very succinct. I'm going to share my screen. How this works is you go to Eventbrite, you register, you click on tickets. It's pretty self-explanatory, but we have a VIP option, which gets you one of these cool t-shirts that I'll show you in a moment. Or you can donate your swag. We will submit an additional donation for you to the Oregon Food Bank. But then here's the part that a lot of people are most interested in is like, what do you get? So 25% of your goal, you get a cool slap koozie or a coaster. It's got a bottle opener. 50% you get, Drew, what is this thing? Tell them what this is.
That is a buff. And in the time, we're calling it a running buff / face mask. I've been using our old one as a face mask quite regularly. Like as I'm shopping, walking around town, just trying to be safe and encourage others to be safe. So, it's a slick little buff face mask thingy that can keep you safe or cool. You can, like if you're running, you can wet it down, throw it over your head. It's pretty slick.
It's very versatile. So 25% of your goal, it's almost like a gimme. I mean, I think most people, I don't know, Drew, you earlier said you kind of
I might have not even gotten that. I'm not totally sure.
Oh, no, you're making me eat my words here.
Yeah, but I think that most likely, I mean,
most people can do it. I mean, if you pick, 100 miles, you just got to get 25. If you're like, hey, I think I can only do 30 miles. I mean, 25% of that is what? 7, 8?
Yes.
I don't even know. Something like that. Pretty easy over a course of an entire month. But then at 100%, Drew, explain that because this is a little hard to hit.
It's hard to see the picture, right? So, like if you get the option to, you can get some swag from us. We give you $25 that goes to our store, which will have some great stuff on there that you can purchase, or you can get a free run entry, hopefully for fall of 2020.
Also good for 2021.
Hopefully. Yeah, we'll extend it to 2021 if assuming all things get shut down.
Exactly, if it comes to that. And then the overachievers.
If you get 120%, you can pick. We've got a pretty awesome custom designed BOCO hat, which Nathan is wearing.
This is a Portland Running Company one, yeah,
that you can get from Portland Running Company, but it's custom designed for us from BOCO, and then all that you could pick between that or the pretty awesome beer options that we will have for, like, we'll get you a 6-pack. So and then if you do the VIP entry, you can see down below, that's the shirt. One of the things that I realized kind of late in the game was that I may have accidentally chosen the back of the blue t-shirt, so that might actually not be the front of the t-shirt.
That's funny. I just noticed that.
So
Got a high neck.
It's yeah. That's not meant to be the back. That's meant to be the front. So that logo will not be screened onto the back of the shirt, but it'll be the front of the shirt, and it is that shirt. So I apologize for the confusion on that. I just noticed that the other day. But so the VIP gets you that you can pick between a tank top or a t-shirt. So
Awesome.
there you
Awesome. And they're very cozy t-shirts. I'm actually wearing, I mean, this is a different design, but I love these t-shirts. They're soft, they're comfortable.
Yep.
While we're here in screen sharing mode, I wanted to show everybody how this works. This is the June challenge homepage. July is right here, all ready to go, but there's not a lot of data in there yet. Actually, I'll show you this one. So what we're asking you to do is you connect with Strava. If you don't have a Strava account, it's free. It takes literally 10 seconds to sign up for. So then once you have your Strava account, you can sync your miles there. Either I do it through a Garmin watch. And once you have that set up, we have some instructions on how to do that. You just come to this page here, which we will email you. You click this little button, you authorize, and this is all for privacy and keeping things secure. And then it takes a second here to bam. And then you come in and oh look, there's a little pop-up message that we have some different encouragement notes along the way. So you can see I did a 4-mile run today. So at the moment I'm a mile behind pace, but obviously you want to look at the whole month. I've already set this, but the first time you log into here, the screen will look like this. And obviously set to Oregon. And this is where you put in your mileage goal. So for me, I'm including running and walking miles. So I go out with the kids every afternoon and do about a mile or two with them. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to pick that. I've still ran more than I have in quite a while, just running wise, which is pretty great. But you put in your mile. And again, like Drew said, be aggressive. Shoot for the stars, and maybe you'll land just shy of that. So then when you submit it, you can see what you did there. What's fun too is that if you look down here, here's our leaderboard. So as of this moment, we've got 23 people who have connected, and it is sorted by default by goal progress. So one of the things that sets us apart is that somebody that has a lower mileage goal, because that's just what works for them, is leading all of these other people who have higher mileage goals. And this isn't a competition, but it kind of puts us all on a level playing field. And one of the things I love about running is that we all can have different levels of ability and goals and whatever. And when we achieve that, it's a huge accomplishment for us. So it's sorted by.
And when you don't, we still love you.
We still love you, Drew. You can still be part in the club. That's okay. But then you can, obviously you can click and you can sort by different different things here. Ooh, at the moment, I am the longest run at 4.02 miles. You can search by it. You can obviously, there's multiple pages of this. So there's that. Kind of self-explanatory. The other cool thing is that there's a link at the very top, Get Brewery Deals. And this is something that Drew is working on, will continue to work on. And so you click on that, and you can see, by clicking on the name of the brewery, a little bit about the brewery. You can click on the course map link, which will take you to a link of the course that we have created for in-person 5K fun runs. And then you can see what the deal is. So Migration happens to be by my house. So it's a brewery that I frequent a lot. Oh, 10% off an online order. I can go run the course if I want, pick up some beer. And like I said, Drew's going to be adding more and more to that. But
yeah, and really that's the idea, right? Like to go, hey, maybe you need a new place to run. Like
exactly.
You need a new little 5K option. And you're like, hey, I'm going to go check out what the Oregon City run is. And then while I'm down there, I'm going to grab a beer and take something home. We just want to support our local breweries as much as possible.
Exactly.
So that's just an easy way to do that is like if you're going to be active and grab some beer anyway, you may as well have a really simple process for doing that. So just trying to make it as simple and easy on all of us as possible and also support our breweries at the same time.
Yeah, we love them. We want them to survive. We want to save craft beer single-handedly if we have to. A couple other things I'm just going to sort of brush over on this page, but you can scroll down. There's a link to our Zoom happy hour, a weekly Zoom happy hour. That's actually open to anybody. You can see our Instagram feed, and that's just fun to like see what people are up to. And then I'm going to take it off sharing here in a screen share. But we are partnered with the Oregon Food Bank, and this is a few days old, but we have raised $3,541. No, it's more than that. Like I said, this is old. We're over I think 4,200 at the moment. And I'm really excited about that because as those of you who have been a part of these happy hours, we've had the chance to chat with Kyle Hummel, who is the director, the community relations partnership guy. Right now, the Oregon Food Bank is at an all-time high in terms of the amount of food that they are giving away due to COVID. We also know that food insecurity impacts and affects communities of color in disproportionate ways. And so when we were looking at groups to partner with, we thought this perhaps would be, for lack of a better term, the biggest bang for our buck. $10 buys 30 meals.
Which is just crazy.
It's so crazy. I mean, Kyle shared at our last meeting that he's like, this is like such a good deal. The connections that they have with farmers and, other places, like they can really stretch $1. So I just think it's cool that we have an opportunity to work with an organization like that and make a very real difference. So every entry, we donate 10% of that to this organization. And then our amazing participants have partnered with us to donate like
above and beyond,
way above and beyond. So
yeah, it's cool. What I like about that is it feels like it is, as we've tried to figure out what nonprofit to support in this time, it feels like the broadest and most effective. So I'm excited about that too. Like I think that's great. And then what's fun is Kyle's also running with us. So he's joined the challenge. So he also is participating in it with us, which is really cool. So.
And he paid for it, which I was like, Kyle, join us. Here's a free complimentary entry. And he's like, no, I feel bad. So he paid to join, which
is really cool.
Was just a stand up, a really cool guy. So there it is. This is a virtual challenge where we're asking you to work hard, to stay active. But we also have this, it is virtual, but this community element where we're bringing people together. We're connecting. I think we know now more than ever how important it is to be active, to get outside, and to continue to connect with other humans that are not in your family. It's so good for all of our well-being. So join us. Drew, do you have any final thoughts?
So I would say that just the only other thing would be stay tuned for ways that we might do some runs together, like some safe group runs to kind of add to this a little bit. I think we've got some ideas that we'd like to float out there in the near future. So there you go. And then hopefully August we might try and swing it doing something crazy up here in Clark County, because I think that we're probably going to be ready to roll a little bit sooner.
All right. So thank you everybody for tuning in. We are excited to get this challenge off the ground. And I've said this, I don't know, Drew, if you've been listening to every podcast episode, but I keep saying a different version of this, that you and I are such social, extroverted people, and the Brew Running Series community has been such a great outlet for us, or was such a big part of our lives, that it's been really hard not having that. And so in some ways, these virtual challenges and connecting with people have been a lifeline, at least for me.
Yeah, I would say that it's been, I think the way that I would describe it is it's just weird. Like the whole thing is just weird. And so it's been a bright spot in our weekends to be able to hang out and connect a little bit. So
yeah, it's great. We started this, it was like 10 a.m. So I was going to give you a cheers, but I just have a glass of water here. It'd be weird if I had a beer at 10 a.m. on a Wednesday morning.
But not 11:30.
No, that's true. I just I need a beer fridge under my closet desk here. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Be active. Have fun. Give back. We will see you soon. Cheers.
Bye.